Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata486. As you may remember, the Pandya king had been killed. It was a great loss to the Pandavas. Arjuna saw that a great portion of his army had been destroyed by Radeya. Ashwatthama was trying to kill his dear enemy, Drishtadyumna, in a duel. Arjuna joined in the general fight, and he was like a new lease on life for the depressed soldiers. The enemy army was routed, and the Pandavas advanced further toward the army of Duryodhana. Krishna saw the chariot of Radeya moving about the field as fast as the wind. Radeya was dancing on the field, so graceful was his progress. Krishna watched him and said, "It's a pleasure to watch Radeya. Look at the graceful manner in which he draws the bow and shoots the arrows. His chest is indeed broad and beautiful. Look at the battlefield. It's strewn with bodies of soldiers, and every one of them is wearing an arrow marked Radeya. It is time you and he met. He has come to the end of his days on earth. This great man has to die at your hands, Arjuna. Let us hurry. Let's try to meet him as soon as we can." The several duels that were fought were all indefinite in their results. In some cases, the Pandavas were fortunate. In other cases, the Kauravas. Radeya and Yudhishthira met again in single combat. Radeya was able to defeat him and wound him. It was so terrible that Yudhishthira could not even stand up. He went to his tent and laid down on his bed, unable to stand the pain caused by the arrows of Radeya. He had been hurt by his words already. Yudhishthira was very depressed. Every day he was getting more and more dissatisfied with the way things were progressing. He did not want this war at all. But now that the war was being fought, he did not like this drawn-out agony. He wished that Arjuna would fight more intensely than he was doing so far. No, he was not pleased with the way Arjuna was fighting. Arjuna had said that he would kill all the enemies single-handedly. He had done nothing about it so far. He was killing the ordinary soldiers, as his grandfather was doing. But he had done nothing about the killing of Radeya, who was the main source of danger. He was allowing Radeya to dance about the field and was doing nothing to keep up his oath that he would kill Radeya. Radeya had today said that Yudhishthira was fit to be a Brahmin, not a Kshatriya. But Yudhishthira was feeling that the description fitted Arjuna better now. He was so soft in his fighting that it looked as though he did not want to fight at all. Only Bhima was hearty about the whole thing. Nakula and Sahadeva were doing their best. But it came to this: the army on either side was dwindling. Nothing was being done about the killing of the main actors. Drishtadyumna was the one person who had stuck to his oath, and Arjuna was angry with him for that. Thoughts like these were crowding in the mind of Yudhishthira. Arjuna was proceeding toward Radeya, who was becoming a terror to his army. Arjuna missed Yudhishthira there. He heard from Bhima that he had gone to his tent because of the wounds inflicted by Radeya. "At once," Arjuna said. "Krishna, I must see my brother at once. After I have comforted him, I will come and kill Radeya." He asked Bhima to stay and ward off the enemy attack, and went to the tent where Yudhishthira was resting. Krishna and Arjuna entered the tent. They saw Yudhishthira there alone and in the depths of depression. He saw Krishna and Arjuna coming toward him. He got up from his bed and welcomed them. When he saw them coming to him in the middle of the fight, Yudhishthira thought that Radeya had been killed and that they had come to give him the happy news. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.